All right, good news, everyone. We're in the money. Second WCOOP cash of the series. All right, the final table. It's happening. We're doing it. All right, good luck to everyone. The standard greeting, GL2 everyone. There you go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is analyze the stacks and the bounties. Let's look at the stacks first. So I really like our position here. We have position on 10 Kaza, who seems like he's a pretty good player, and position on Mr. Batar, who has the biggest bounty in the tournament and seems like a pretty good player as well. Out of position on Sanpri, but that's okay. He is the third biggest stack. We're going to just fold here with our 8-10 offsuit. And I guess let's look at some bounties. Who has the biggest bounty at the table? This guy with 18,000. Number 2, 12,000. Number 3, 8,000. Ace-Jack offsuit here. If it folds to showtime and he shoves, we won't let this hand go. If he shoves, he does not. Tankanza now on the button. Now we could play this hand multiple ways. We could just call, we could put in a small raise. This is going to be a weird spot if I raise and he shoves on us. Could just call. You know what? I'm pretty fine with raising here. If he wants to just fold, then awesome. If he wants to see a flop, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have the best hand. If he shoves, it's like, man, 2 million more. That's so many million. But I don't think he's necessarily considering shoving. What's going on, Mixter XV3? Welcome to the Run It Up Legion, my friend. Good to have you with us today. I made a pretty small raise here. I'm just going to call. I'm sure you could argue for a shove or something, but that's just not how I play. Let's just see a flop here. Yes, we're out of position, but we're getting a very good price. And I probably have the best hand. It's at least possible. So I start here with a call. Not an amazing flop for us. Let's start here with a check. And depending on what he bets on the flop, we might call or we might fold. Depending on what he bets. I think if he bets towards the higher end of things, I think I'm going to just say, okay, buddy, I'll give you this hand and we'll keep an eye on you. For 170K, I ain't folding. He could have raised ace-10 suited for value in position, ace-8 suited, king-queen suited. You know what I mean? He could definitely have a hand worse than us, and we're getting 6-1, 5-1. So too good for us to fold here for one bet. Well, I hope he doesn't have ace-10, because that would be annoying. We will check here, though. Now, I think if he has a hand like ace-8, maybe even like king-queen or queen-jack, those hands might just check here now on the turn. I guess queen-jack probably bets because he thinks I have maybe a better hand than I actually have. If he bets now, I'm going to just fold, though I could be folding the best hand. I wouldn't be shocked to see him check here sometimes. All right, dude, you're going to win this hand. I think I might have had the best hand here, even on the turn. It's certainly possible. We actually give him the chip lead with that pot. But what else could I have done? I raised, he made a small re-raise, we called, I checked, he made a very small flop bet, we called. What else could I have done? I could have shoved pre-flop. That's not how I play. I like to just see flops. King 10 offsuit, under the gun. I think this is actually a decent spot for us to open. I think this is a decent spot for us to try to go for it here. And so I will. Always got to be careful to make sure you don't have an extra zero in there. I don't want to make it 1.3 million. You know, I mean, the only players that I'm really worried about contending with me are Sanpri, Mr. Batar, and Tankanza. And those two guys are out of position. This guy is next to act. I raised in the first spot. So I don't foresee getting messed with too much here unless someone has something that's pretty good or is in the blinds. And I'm cool with playing in position here if that's what we got to do. It does call. What's going on, Carl Rosengard? I think I missed some of these subs. Let me try to make sure I got all these guys. What's going on? GF Busty, Kings Kari, Thinuk, Poker Staples, PA, Get Based, E-Failure, Asha, AK Steelman, Carl Kronsgaard. Wow, they're everywhere. Minati, Spitfile 2E, Taylordo, Stars IE Jesus. Welcome all you guys to the Run It Up Legion. I am going to make a bet here. I'm mostly just betting that these guys have a hand that is just not connected. That these guys have hands that are ace high, very small pairs, And maybe there's a chance that by me raising under the gun and betting here on this flop, maybe they'll fold something that are kind of like on the margins of okay. Hands like, I don't know, maybe like ace 10? Something like that. And if he calls, we could always turn a king, a queen, a 10. 4 is not what I had in mind. So, if he checks here, do we bet again? I mean, I don't think he folds if he has a jack. He might fold if he has a 7. How many 7s does he have, though? He might just have a hand like 2 8s and check call once on the flop, looking to fold here on the turn, perhaps. I think this is a decent spot for us to bet here again. Let's see. I mean, I think I can go for it twice here. I mean, he might have a set, which would suck. I mean, if he calls, we got to find a king. That's probably about it. But obviously, I'm not hoping he calls. I'm hoping this is the end. I mean, I don't love this bluff. Risking 380 to win 820, though. I just feel like he has a one-pair hand, and I'm just trying to get him to fold if he has 10s, a single 7, maybe even a hand like Jack 9, because he called in the big blind. So he's going to call with hands that are priced in the big blind there. And I am under the gun, so I'm telling a credible story here of having a good hand. If this doesn't work out for us, we just shake it off and say, okay, we're going to just keep finding good spots to go with. It does seem to me like he has 10 on the river is an interesting card. I mean, I don't think we're winning too many times now. I mean, I do beat some hands, 7-6, 2 8s. I'm just going to check here with this 10 river. There's really no reason for us to bluff. I don't think he's going to fold at this point if he has a hand like ace-jack or king-jack. And I do beat some hands that were being very heroic here on the turn. And if we lose, we just say, okay, good call, and we try to run it up. We're still in 4th if we lose this hand, 3rd if we lose this hand. And we might win. It's possible. What you got? Ooh, nice river. Nice river for us. Ace-queen. This is a pretty good one. What's my plan here? I mean, if he folds, we're going to raise. I guess that's pretty obvious. What's going on, Metzler? Good to have you with us today, dude. I appreciate the support a lot. All right, if this guy shoves, we're obviously going to call. Have to. All right, good luck us. We do have the best hand. Got to dodge some spades and some straight cards. We did it. All right. $2,223 credited to my PokerStars account. I will say GG to him. If this guy shoves and everybody else folds, okay. Now I don't think we're in a spot of getting shoved on, but I'm definitely a defender, as many of you know. I don't like folding. I just like calling. Let's just see a flop. I got to call 90,000 to win 360,000 here, so we're getting 4-1 to call. That's too good of a price for me to lay down a hand as pretty as King 9 offsuit, so I say, let's see 3 cards, dealer. Maybe more. If you had asked me, JCarver, what is the flop you are looking for with the King 9 offsuit? I would not have said Queen 6-3 all spades, as you might be shocked to believe. Damn, he checks back, huh? You're really going to try to make me steal this hand, huh, buddy? I think this is actually not a bad spot for us to bet small. Maybe a little less small than that. And if he doesn't have a spade, maybe we just win. Or a pair. Maybe we just win. And if a spade comes, I'm definitely bluffing on spades. And a king and a 9 is probably good as well at this point. Damn, I mean, I'm just not going to try to bluff on a 5. I just don't think there's enough cards that he's going to play this way. Unless he has, like, exactly, like, what, ace-4 with the ace of spades, king-jack with the king of spades. I actually think it's not a bad spot for us to bet very small here on the river. Something like this. I don't think he's ever folding a queen or a pair of any variety. I'm just kind of hoping that he somehow has no pair and just has something that just folds. He just has king-jack with the jack of spades. He just has ace-10 with the 10 of spades and just says, you got it. I mean, I'm risking only 180,000 to win 800. This doesn't have to work very often for us to break even. And if he calls, okay, you win. Wow, he's got 3 minutes to decide. That's a long time. I could take a very long break for 190 seconds. Hey! Hey! That's why you defend with the King 9 offsuit right there. And he checked back and said, you take this pot, JCarves. And I was like, really? You want me just to win? Just to have it? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. Then I guess I'll just take the money then. Let's see that chip graph. Oh yeah, look at that chip graph. There's been some swings, my friends. There have been some swings. Ace, queen, offsuit. That's a pretty good hand. I could re-raise here. I definitely could re-raise in this situation. I have re-raised him earlier with the 5-6 suited. I'm going to just call here for now, though. I mean, I think calling is fine. I think raising is fine. I'm cool with just calling, though. And let's see if the big blind wants to come along with us. Calling is okay, raising is okay. Really can't screw this up too badly, I guess. We'll see if I can. Ace, queen, offsuit here. I gotta catch up on the subs, I know. Let's see. I mean, it seems kind of crazy just to fold here if he bets. So I'm not gonna just fold. That seems a little bizarre. I mean, getting 3.5 to 1, I think I just say, okay, let's see a turn card. I could be in first place right now. It is possible. All right. I want to welcome, I guess I'll do all the subs in a second after this hand. 5 should be a card that is not terrible for me. I mean, if I had a king, I'm not going to fold now. And now he checks. I think this is a better spot for us to bet than to check. Now, I very possibly might have the best hand. But if I bet, there's a chance. Queen Jack. Definitely a hand we're going to raise if it folds to us. Mr. Batar raises, though. If he just has a hand like... If he just has a hand like 2 6s, that might just fold right now. If he's got a hand like 2 4s, 2 4s isn't check calling. And if he has a hand like Ace 10 of diamonds, Ace 4 of diamonds, 10 9 of diamonds, 6 7, all those hands call, and I actually have them beat. And here on the river, I'm going to just check. I feel like I might still win. He might have diamonds or 6 7 or something like I just said. And if he has a king, he's not folding a king anyway at this point. And if he has a hand like 10s, I don't know if 10s are even going to fold as played at this point. So I just check. I hope we beat some worse no pair hand. Or chop. That seems like a very fine... If he had said chop, if he had said you want to just chop the pot right now, I would have said, okay, we can chop, buddy. You want to just say call it a tie? All right, we can call it a tie. I think this is not a bad spot for us to re-raise. I don't know if you saw us re-raise with the 5-6 suited earlier. But let's try here. I'm going to be priced in to call some shoves, which sucks. Like if he shoves and he folds, we'd have to call 1,000,000 more to win 2 point whatever. Same thing with Great Pike. If he shoves, we'd have to call 1,000,000 more. And he could have Ace King, could have 2 10s. Let's see what Mr. Batar wants to do. He's been pretty aggressive, opening a lot of hands. He could just call. That would be fine. He could fold. That would be fine. He could shove. That would be alright too. I'd rather he didn't. But, you know, you gotta make your own decisions in life, you know? Yeah, maybe he's gonna shove. Wow, 300k more? Jeez. Jeez, 300k more to win 1.4 million. We're getting 5 to 1 in position here. 5 to 1 in position, and there's a $20,000 bounty. I mean, I think I'm going to have to pay this off. I'm not really thrilled about it, especially because he could easily have aces or kings and play this way. But he might not. I'm getting almost 5 to 1 here. Even if he has, like, aces, I mean, we're not getting the right price exactly, but given that we could win a $19,000 bounty, half of that, I think we have to call for 300k more. I'm not thrilled about it, but I think we have to. Let's try to make 2 pair or a straight. God, I don't really want to play a big pot against him here, but we're just priced in, right? I don't love it. I think we got to go for it, though. feel like the call has got to be okay. We're getting 5 to 1. 5 to 1 in position, and we cover him for the bounty. Now, if he has a hand like jacks or queens or kings even, this is not the flop you want to see with those hands. And he'll kind of be like in an awkward spot, like does he just open shove? Does he check to let me bluff? He could very easily check here. I have no intentions of betting, at least not on the flop. Maybe he will just check fold if he has kings right now. Is that possible? He could have ace king and check. I guess we have to try, huh? God, I'm not really thrilled about this, but I mean, there's a chance he just is going to just check shove. He's got ace king, he's just trapping, checking. Maybe I should have bet 408. Even if he has a hand like kings, he's probably going to just check call. I think. Man, what a weird... I mean, he's almost certainly going to check here on this turn. And we're going to check, I guess, as well. Try to find a queen or a heart. I did not want to play a 3 million pot with queen jack offsuit here. But that is what we're doing at this point. I'm not going to try to bluff shove at this point because he could just have ace king. Or even kings with a heart is not going to fold now anyway. So let's just check. If we make a heart, we're probably going to pay it off. Make a queen even, we could be ahead. Could just have tens or jacks. It's possible. Heart? Question mark? King of hearts would be a sweet card on the river. Ooh. Ooh slash ah. And now he checks. I don't think he would check the river if he had kings with the king of hearts. I think we just got incredibly lucky to runner him. Maybe he has ace king with the ace of hearts and just played this hand beautifully. I don't think he's ever going to call it off here on the river for his life with just 2 black kings or ace king even. So I feel like this is probably a good spot for us to bet something that he actually maybe could pay us off with. Like something like... I want to bet kind of quickly. Not to use more of my time. And I mean, this is just such a gross spot if you have like 2 black kings. It's just such a gross spot. If he shoves on the river, I guess, I don't know. I guess I would have to call because there's only 6k more. God, I should have just checked. God, I should have just checked. Wow, this hand has not been pleasant. I don't think he ever would check shove without having the ace of hearts. Maybe he thinks I can never have the ace of hearts and play this way. 760k more. What is the chance he's just clicking buttons like me? The good news is if we lose, we'll still be in second place. Do I win this hand 1 in like 8 times? Man, I doubt it, but... what you got? Man. Wow. And then ace king. God. I could have just folded that hand pre-flop. Well, we're going to get to try to get some of it back here and now. God, if we lose this tournament, that's going to be the hand we're going to look back on and say, damn. We're going to be all in here, though, with our ace king. Try to do some healing here. Hope he has ace queen, I guess, and not aces. God, that's such a painful hand. Man, what can you do? What can you do? We do have the best hand here. Just got to dodge a 7 or a 9 or a 10. All right. Okay. Spewed some off, won some back. Got a little $1,200. Got a little $1,000 pork chop as a It's Okay award. God. I thought there was just a chance like 1 in 7 times he just goes, this guy doesn't have the ace of hearts. I check raise all in. And then I would say, okay, maybe I'll win 1 in 7 times. Like maybe he just had kings and said, fuck this guy, I'm all in. I thought it was possible. I thought it was possible. 6 players remaining. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look at that plummet. Look at that plummet. The peak and the plummet. Hey, yeah, what a hand. That's a little legendary, at least, little legendary spew. It happens, it happens. 6 players left. $22,000 locked up. So everybody is pretty short stacked right now. It's anybody's game. We are still in second place despite spewing off a solid 3 million chips. Solid 3 million chips. 10-5 suited. I mean, I've been playing pretty tight. And this guy's been playing pretty tight as well. He has the shortest stack at the table. Alright, let's try to steal here. I was trying to play lockdown poker. It lasted 2 hands. Let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. than the last time. Didn't we get... I guess the answer to that question is no. I guess lockdown poker was the way to go, huh? Lockdown, no raise. Okay. Well, shall we go for 2? This is going to be a crucial hand for us to win. I would like to get through keeper, but if he shoves, we'd have to call, of course. Same thing for any of these players. I wouldn't be thrilled about it because these guys are playing relatively tight. We're going to have to call here, though. This is going to be a critical hand for this final table. Good luck to us. We do have the best hand. Got to find a jack. Just a jack. Couldn't do anything about that, right? We got our money in very good. Just did not win. And now we are the short stack. 8-4 suited, not the hand we were looking for in the big blind. I think we're going to just end up folding this in any context, even if it folds to the blind. I mean, I guess we could... I mean, I'm getting a really good price to call. And losing 120K doesn't really hurt me, because I either call, make a pair, go all in. I mean, this is not a bad spot for us to say okay and call. And then if I had nothing, flop nothing, I just fold. We're getting like 3.5 to 1. And it doesn't really hurt our stack to lose because we're still really short stacked. All right, let's try calling. Yeah, maybe this was a little ambitious, but we're getting like 3.5 to 1. How many better spots than this are we going to get? He's opening so many hands against our big blind. If it had even come ace 4-10, I would have moved all in. But we just check fold here. And now this is our last stand. This is the last round of hands. All right, good enough for us. I say I'm all in here for the last 222K. We got to find some kings and jacks, baby. This is close to the best hand we've got. We did get ace-5 offsuit, but we haven't gotten too many hands better than this. And if we can win this hand, we'll have a chance. We'll have a chance. Got to win this one, though. Let me welcome in Bo Polis to the Run It Up Legion. Good to have you with us today, dude. I appreciate the support a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, my friends, we got to beat the Great Pike for all of the marbles, for our life here. We either win and continue, or we lose. Hopefully he has Jack 10. Ace 3, we are behind. That's a pretty bad flop for us. We're drawing to Vapors 10? All right, GG. GG. Hiya, hiya. All right, good luck, good luck. All right. Hiya. 1,800 players, $700 buy-in. We won $38,000 today. Not a bad day's work all in all.